Hello everyone, welcome back to the My English Matters podcast. I'm your host for this episode, Aida from My English Matters Customer Support, and I take care of students' queries through Facebook, Instagram DMs, and emails. Today, we're diving into a question we frequently receive from our subscribers. How long will it take to be fluent in English? The classic question, right? Some of you are hoping I'll say, by next week, but let's keep it real. I can't wave a magic wand, but I can help you get a realistic idea and maybe even give you some tips to make it feel quicker. So, if you're ready, let's dive in. Alright, before we get into timelines, let's talk about what fluency actually means. It's not like getting an all-access pass to English that never expires. Fluency means different things to different people. For some, it's being able to order a latte without pointing at the menu. For others, it's reading a dense book in English without feeling like you're scaling Mount Everest. But here's the bottom line. Fluency is just being able to communicate comfortably. And if you can talk about your day in English without getting sweaty palms, you're already on your way. So do not stress about perfection. Think progress. As Amna would usually say, practice makes progress. So let's get into it. How long will it take you to reach that relaxed, non-sweaty palms level of English? Well, it depends. Here are a few things that make a difference. First, starting level. If you know zero English, yes, it might take a little longer. But if you know some basics, you're already a step ahead. Yes, even if the only thing you can say is, "Hello, my name is Aida." Second is learning environment. Are you around English speakers, or are you having to carve out your own little English bubble? If you're in an English-speaking environment, you'll be absorbing new phrases without even realizing it. And if you're not, well, don't worry, we've got Netflix and podcasts for that. Third is learning methods. This is important. Are you a let's get some flashcards kind of person, or more of a let's binge watch British shows with subtitles kind of learner? Find something that doesn't feel like a chore. Trust me, if you're having fun, you're learning faster. Fourth, practice frequency. This one's huge. A little bit every day beats a lot every now and then. Think of it like brushing your teeth, but for your English skills. You wouldn't skip a week, right? Fifth and lastly is mindset. Oh, the secret sauce. If you're okay with making mistakes and laughing at yourself, you'll go far. Learning is awkward sometimes, and the more you can embrace that, the smoother the journey. Now, let's get to some actual numbers. According to some research from the Foreign Service Institute, reaching conversational fluency in English can take around 600 to 750 hours if it's similar to your native language, or up to 1,100 hours if it's pretty different. So if you're studying an hour a day, you could be speaking comfortably in 6 to 12 months if English is close to your language, and if it's more of a distant cousin, closer to 18 months. But before you start your countdown timer, remember that these are just averages. Everyone's different. Plus, we're here to enjoy the process, right? Not just fast track it. Alright, time for some hot tips to speed things up and keep things interesting. Firstly, immerse yourself daily. Even if you're not in an English-speaking country, create your own English world. Listen to podcasts, put on English radio, even change your phone's language to English. Second, practice speaking regularly. Here's where it gets fun. Find someone to talk to, even if it's your cat or your mirror while you're getting ready. I have a confession to make. Every now and then, while I'm getting ready, I pretend I'm a YouTuber filming a makeup tutorial. And yes, I do the whole thing in English. I'll hold up my foundation like it's my holy grail product and explain every step to my imaginary viewers. It's actually become this fun way to practice speaking English. I'll say things like, "So today we're going for a natural look," even if I'm literally just getting ready to go to the grocery store. It's like my personal English speaking warm-up session, and hey, Who knew makeup and language practice made such a great combo? Better yet, join a language exchange or find an online group. I promise it's less awkward than it sounds. Third, focus on listening and understanding. Put on some shows, podcasts, whatever works for you. Try not to stress about catching every word. Just relax and listen like you're tuning into some background music. Fourth is set some small goals. Instead of, I want to be fluent in English by next month, try, I want to be able to order food in English by next week. Baby steps keep things fun and manageable. Fifth, embrace mistakes. Mistakes are hilarious, sometimes embarrassing, and always part of the process. You'll look back and laugh, so why not start now? Okay, now, I want to talk to those of you who may have learned English in the past but haven't had the chance to practice it recently. Maybe it's been months or even years since you last had a conversation in English. It's common to feel like you've lost your fluency when you're out of practice, but here's the good news. You can get it back. Just like learning a new skill, returning to English fluency can be easier when you immerse yourself in an English-speaking environment. Spending time with friends who speak English, watching English media, or joining conversation groups can help you reactivate what you already know. I actually went through this myself. There was a time when I hadn't spoken English for a while because I was surrounded by Malay-speaking friends, and it was as if my brain had put it in storage. But then I started meeting up with friends who spoke really fluent English, and guess what? It all started coming back. The more we laughed, talked, and even made little jokes, the easier it became to speak confidently again. So, if you're in a similar boat, here's my advice. Surround yourself with English, whether that's through friends, media, or even just a few minutes of listening each day. You'll be amazed at how quickly it all comes back. Alright, so here's the takeaway. How long will it take to be fluent in English? The answer is, it depends. But with a good environment, a regular routine, and a bit of patience, you'll be making strides faster than you think. Just remember, fluency isn't a destination, it's a journey. And every single word you learn, every mistake you laugh off, and every conversation you have is part of it. Thank you so much for tuning in to My English Matters podcast today. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to subscribe, leave a review, or maybe share it with a friend as a hint that you would like to practice speaking English with them. Until next time, keep learning, keep smiling, and remember, you're doing great. Don't forget to check out our website at myenglishmatters.com to learn more from us. I'm Aida, signing off.